The UK government has donated 2 Sea King helicopters to Ukraine to help in the war against Russia. Despite their age, the Ukrainian military says the aircraft will be useful for rescuing casualties, moving troops, and carrying out reconnaissance. The helicopters do not carry any weapons or fly particularly fast, and they are no longer used by the Royal Navy, which pensioned the Sea Kings off several years ago. One of them even saw service during the Falklands conflict back in 1982, where it played an historic role. The government in Kiev had asked for modern fighter jets armed with long-range missiles to help in a much-anticipated new offensive against Russian forces, but the UK did not have enough Typhoon fighter jets to spare, and it would take too long to train Ukrainian pilots to use them. Giving warplanes could also escalate the conflict. The Sea Kings are being used to pick up casualties needing urgent medical help, move special forces into position, and fetch and carry equipment. They are also being used to search for downed pilots, which can involve flying behind enemy lines. According to Ukrainian pilot Vasil, Sea Kings are just what Ukraine's Navy needed: a practical, reliable aircraft that can do whatever is asked of it. He explains that the Sea Kings are of a similar age to several other helicopters used by Ukraine's armed forces, making their training easier. Another answer to the question about the aircraft's age can be found in a base in southern England, where a third Sea King is being prepared for delivery to Ukraine in the coming weeks. 2 Ukrainian engineers have been there for 7 months, training to repair and maintain the helicopter. One engineer, Ayer, says the Sea Kings are mostly new, having gone through modernization. These Sea Kings have spent much of their lives carrying out search and rescue operations for civilians as well as service personnel, and have been familiar sights over Britain's coasts. One of the 2 currently in Ukraine was flown by Ralph Wixnade in the Falklands in 1982. The retired naval pilot says the helicopter played an historic role, flying through a storm on June 14, 1982 to take the commander of British Land Forces, Gen. Jeremy Moore, to Port Stanley so he could accept the Argentine surrender. No other aircraft could fly due to the bad weather, he says. The Sea King that Wixnade flew was also flown in the Falklands by Prince Andrew, then serving as a young naval pilot. Although the Sea Kings may be old, few in number, and not the fixed-wing aircraft Kiev wants to help turn the military balance, the Navy in Ukraine says it is happy to have them and wants more. There are other Sea Kings in storage in the UK, and if the government decided to give them to Ukraine, the crew and engineers we spoke to said they would be more than welcome. Ukrainian pilot Vasil says that getting hold of a Sea King is like replacing your old car with a classic foreign car. Engineer Ayer concedes new aircraft would perhaps be better, but adds that it's better than nothing and it's only the beginning.